Today I will show you a practical explanation of Power Query. We often get data in this type of Excel sheets from people for making reports and dashboards to management. But you know that data in this form is not at all suitable for making a pivot table or any chart. So you cannot create a dashboard from this kind of an Excel sheet. You need data in a tabular format like this. But you cannot change the data in this kind of a format. Here comes the superpower of Excel into play. It is Power Query. I will now show you step by step how you can scan this UNTD report through Power Query and automate it to convert to a format that is suitable for creating a pivot table or chart with. So let's start. First of all, to get the data in the desired format in a new Excel sheet, we'll go to the folder and create a new Excel sheet here. Let's rename this as data in tabular format. What is UNTD in this report? You can see the first two rows are merged and the name of the company and the project is written into that. The third row is a hidden one. You need to, okay, that is also merged. Then comes the table where every two columns in the fourth row is merged and the category of the workers are mentioned on that merged column. Also for each category there's a day column as well as a night column, but you don't have any data in the night columns. There is a subtotal in between, which certainly we don't need. There are other intermediate total columns that are also not required. There is one total column of each day and night, and after that one grand total once again, and all these things are simply not required in the tabular format, which we will use to create a dashboard. Double click to open the file, and here is a new Excel sheet into which the data will be populated from the raw data that we have just seen. So to start with, we'll go to the data tab from the ribbon above and click on get data and click on from file, and we'll click on from Excel workbook because our data is into an Excel workbook only. We'll search for the file, locate it and click on import. You'll see a dialog box saying it's connecting to the Excel file, and very soon the navigator will be opened. Here Excel file name is being shown, and below that the sheet that is named as DLR is also shown. So you need to select the sheet. From the bottom, you need to click on transform data because you need a lot of transformation of the original data and clean them before you actually load it into your Excel sheet. Here you can see a snapshot of the table in the raw file. This is the Power Query editor, and you can see the columns that were in the original Excel files but with some modifications. I am telling modification because there are no marked cells, and in the blank spaces in the original raw file, this Power Query editor is showing null. That is, there is no value inside that cell. We will check which are the columns and rows that you actually need in your tabular format. So the first two rows are actually of no use to you. So the first thing in the data cleaning that we can do is to filter the first row and click on remove empty, and all the null values will be removed from your table. The next thing, you need the header names of the columns, and here you can see the column names are arbitrarily given by Power Query editor and starts with column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. So that actually doesn't make any sense. It goes up to column number 79. To have a proper column name, you need to remain in the home tab and click on use first row as headers. Simply click that and the column names are now changed. Your carpenter, carpenter helper and some other categories as per the original Excel sheet is now populated into the header of the column. But still your data is untidy. The first column, job, doesn't have any numeric value that can contribute to your report. So right click on the column header and from here click on remove. So it is removed. Now the next column is carpenters. So that is useful. Okay. The next one is column 5. It doesn't have any category and Also, all the cells in this column are empty cells. So we can simply remove that, but we will not do it one by one for each column. Let us select all the columns that doesn't have any value. That means their cells are empty. We will select all of them at once. We will right click and click on remove this column. So the first one that we don't need is the column 5. We left click on the column header. It is highlighted in green, means it is selected. Then press the control key from your keyboard and click on the next column, that is column 7, then column 9. Then move to the right side, column 11, 13, 15, and likewise you need to select up to the end. During the entire process, your control key must remain pressed. So now all the columns has been selected while the control key was pressed. And now right click on any of the columns header and click on remove column. You can see all the steps that you have applied till now are listed in the right side panel under the applied steps. The first is setting the source, then the navigation, then the promoted headers, then the changed type, then the rows were filtered, then the headers. You can see the status of your data inside your Power Query editor after that action. So at any point of time while you are working on it, it should be clicked up to the last one. Here the last one is the columns that were removed. Let us check, but no, still there are few rows that doesn't have the name of the contractors. So this also should be removed. For that, we can click on the filter on the respective column, that is contractor's name, and here also we should click on remove empty. So now all the rows with no contractor's name has been removed by the Power Query editor. So all these columns and rows are now required. Check that, and once you are confident on that, you can click on the close and load button. But wait, here's one grand total that also we don't need, so we will remove this as well, although that is not empty, but we don't need any grand total or subtotal column or row in our data, so we will remove the total also. Now your data is ready. Now you can click on the close and load button. Excel will take a few seconds and load the data in the revised format, and also the queries and connection panel will be opened at the right side. So it says that 110 rows are loaded into your data sheet from the raw data that you had through your Power Query editor. Now all the contractors' name and their respective category wise labor report is available here. But we don't need the data in this format as well. We need it into something like this. So to convert the data from this format to that one, we need to open the Power Query editor once again. Just go to data from the ribbon above, click on get data, and here click on launch Power Query editor. Power Query editor will be opened once again. Now you need to select all the columns that corresponds to the labor categories like carpenter, carpenter helper, barbender, barbender helper, and so on. Just select the first one with left click, hold the control button and move your scroll bar to the end of the table, and while pressing the shift key, click on the last column. So all the columns continuously will be selected and all of them are now highlighted in green. Right click on any of the column headers and from the menu click on unpivot columns. Now you can see a change in the format of the data. Contractors, according to the attribute, that is the category of workers, are placed one after that instead of a tabular format. Their respective values are in the next column. So with this kind of a data, you can now create the pivot table or any kind of a dashboard report in Excel or Power BI. Now you can close and load the data. It will refresh and you have got the data as per the required format. So with this now you can insert a pivot table very easily. You can get the attribute wise value. So the total number of labors are 2763. Let's go at the bottom and give a formula to sum. It is also 2763. And let's check the raw data that we got. Here also, let's go to the end of the table. And yes, this is 2763 here also. To test whether our Power Query operation was successful, let us make some changes in the raw data. Let's put 100 under the security column for the contractor Greystone Technolog. And now you can see the total number of workers is changed to 2863. Save this. Let's go back to our datasheet and let's click on refresh all. Increased 100 number security is automatically added to your table and the total has now become 2863. Let's go to the pivot table and also refresh this. And yes, here is also the number reflected. The best part of the whole operation is that it is one time. Once you have done this, you have full control over the data, and from the given format only you can transform the data to the tabular format with which you can prepare the pivot tables, reports, charts and dashboards. This is one practical problem that we face every day, and we have shown the solution here. If you like this video, please subscribe for more such useful videos in Excel and Power BI. Let's catch up in the next video.